April showers
Oh.
bring Mayflowers.
Mm-hmm.
And what do those Mayflowers bring?
Genocide.
Via smallpox and just active,
Murder.
concentrated murder.
Yep.
Hey, welcome back to the Sho-Dependent podcast. Here we got a real it's an interesting one here today, I think.
I gotta say, not what I was expecting. What a strange film you've had us watch, dear.
It's a trip. It was a trip. I feel like I remembered things and had false memories, and I thought things went down a little bit different. But before all that, you see, we've got a little bit of a prologue here, right? A
Mm-hmm.
prologue, you.
Yeah.
It's French.
Okay.
My name is Eddie,
Hi.
and the lovely, beautiful voice you're hearing on the other end belongs to.
Kayla. Hello, friends. Welcome back.
And yeah, it's the Show Dependent podcast. Here, we're talking about relationships in the media, the things that we love, why we love them, what's our relationship to them nowadays, It's all about
Mm-hmm.
relationships. It's also, you keep track at home. How many times am I going to cry?
A lot.
We're also breaking
Usually a
down
lot.
barriers here. In my mind, that's what I'm doing, right? That's my noble cause is I'm breaking down barriers.
You don't think this is just like free bi-weekly therapy for you to like process things
It's
you've buried?
there's that. And it's also just fun to like talk about stuff. Do a little cry, feel a little emotions, get it out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go about your day, your week.
The way I go about that is just my TikTok for you page is just dead animals, and it's awful. I
Oh
don't know
God.
why it gives
Dead
me
animals.
like, well, not dead animals, but like dying animals, or like the
Yeah.
story of like putting an animal to sleep.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't know
It's
why you do that.
awful. No, 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 no,
You
no.
bring something up, I'm like, see you sniffling in the corner, and I'm like, what is it? And like, you don't want to know.
And then I tell you anyway, and you're like, yeah, I really didn't want
Yeah,
to
why
know.
you do this? I don't know why you like. I don't know, but at the same time, I guess that's why people listen to sad music.
Sad
Want
core,
to feel
man.
sad. Sad core. You
I
know
didn't
what?
choose the emo life. The emo life chose me. Okay.
The exact opposite of this, which is I remember ding ding, brain blast in my head, is America core,
Blech.
MAGA core, if you will.
Ew.
And at the risk of becoming a news podcast, which we
Mm.
probably will not at any point,
Oh
but
God, I don't have the stamina for that
just
shit.
saw via Internet Today. Shouts out Internet Today. If you don't watch on YouTube, you should. It's where I get all my news. Just a quick story, just to show you how good we are doing as a country, as a world. There was a story where a man pulled a gun on a fast food employee.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why?
Because the fast food employee gave him a discount.
Oh my
Because
God.
because what was it, a Wendy's, a Wendell's?
Yeah, it was like a
Something like
Wendy's,
that.
and they were running like a breakfast
Yeah, a
promotion
little
where you could get
promotion.
like 2 breakfast sandwiches for
$8.
$4 or $8 total, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then the guy was like, no, this should be $11. Got pissed, left, came
Left
back.
for a while. It was like 20 minutes. This dude was just fuming.
Came back, pulled the hammer out, and threatened this man because he was charging him less money than he thought he should. And this is just like, we're having a great.
Oh my God.
We
How,
are
I
a
mean,
rational country
you
with
know,
rational people.
on a bad day, yeah. Do I feel like mentally I'm a little brust? There we go. Here we go. Here's a bad day. Mentally, do I feel a little broken? Yes. Do I think even on the brink of hysteria, I would ever have that kind of reaction to something? No.
To a positive thing.
To a positive thing for saving money in this economy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You
fucking
just,
take the discount, dude.
you just know. And I immediately thought, it's like, this has to have been conservative.
Yes.
I don't need no handout. I'm not on welfare.
I will
I
take
can pay
all
the
of the
full price.
handouts.
It's like, dude, just pay the fucking $8. No
Also, it's
one's
a $3
this just
difference.
it's
It's
just
not like they gave it to you for free because you looked homeless or something. Like,
right. Perpetual victimization.
Oh,
Self-victimization.
yes.
Just anything is a calculated, like, oh, they're out to get me. Because these people, again, have never had actual discrimination.
Yeah. Or like anything bad happened to them.
Yeah, you just gotta make stuff up. So I don't know.
Oh my
It's just
God.
wild. I just remember that. It's just I cannot imagine. What an insane reality. A
I would
reality
immediately quit
where,
my job. I don't know
oh
where
yeah,
I'd go after that because, like, mentally, uh, that's traumatic.
oh yeah.
Just having a gun
Guy
pulled on
got an
you.
automatic discount from your job, something you have no
Yeah, the
control of, and
computer
then you get the
just does it.
gun pulled on you. It's just, hey, whoa,
As a,
whoa, dude.
as somebody who very like briefly cashiered someplace,
Mhm.
I don't want to put in a fucking coupon. That's a
Oh
lot of
no,
goddamn
oh
work.
no,
The
oh yeah.
more work the computer does
I
for
was a
me, the better.
cashier at GameStop for. I wasn't even hired as the cashier. I was hired as like seasonal. Oh, people come in, you say like, "Hey, what's up? How can I help
Oh
you?"
my God, we just saw one of your pay stubs. You made like $0 an
Yeah,
hour.
show them a couple games, and that's it. That's what I was hired to do. Some reason they threw me on cashier a couple times.
Oh
It was the
no.
worst experience ever. I made mistakes immediately. I was just like, "Oh, why are you paying with cash? You got a card right there. Why are you playing with me? Why are you doing this to me?
We're making you do math,
Why are
Eddie.
you
Deal
doing
with
this to
it.
me?"
Yep.
Oh yeah, I couldn't figure out change, couldn't figure out anything. But yeah, so with all that going on in the world, we figured, hey, it's time to retreat back into the past,
A weird past that you chose, but
back
yeah.
to a simpler time.
Was it simple? Because
It was
this
simple to me.
pretty convoluted in my opinion, but yeah,
Well,
whatever.
hey, it was the 90s. I was a
It
child.
was it was the
Things were simple
90s.
for me. So we're going back there once again. What are we talking about here today? Well, talking about a movie adaptation of a book. I believe I owned the book, maybe started reading it, did not finish, but I did
Sounds like
watch the
you.
movie. For
Hmm.
some reason, a lot of times. We're going to try and figure out why.
Don't know if we're gonna get an answer, but we'll do
Little
our
known
best.
film. All y'all, you're about to get it. It's about to resurface in your memory. It's called The Indian in the Cupboard,
Oh boy.
and it is a little tale about a little boy who
Ugh.
gets a magic
Cupboard.
cupboard, or is it, that can turn toys real. Or
Oh my
does it?
God. Oh my God.
Or does it do something even more nefarious? But before
This
we
is
get
a
it,
batshit crazy but movie.
it's very weird. But let's pump the brakes, back it up a bit, get into the meat cute.
Hmm.
Let's go for it.
It's a meet cute baby. It's how we met this thing.
Major key alert.
Yeehaw. I had never watched this movie until
Fantastic.
you had me watch it. I had heard about it. It was like in
Oh,
like
at least there's
the
that.
millennial subconscious, I guess,
Millennial core. Yeah.
or just like, people before 95 probably watched this. After 95 this seems like you missed the opportunity.
Before 95.
Um, I
Sure.
just don't know.
It came out in 1995.
Well, yeah, I was a literal infant.
Okay.
So there's no way I would watch this.
Sure.
Just so I was so confused.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I kind of like the story if you take like a lot of the elements out of it and you just strip it down to
Bare
the
bones.
baseline plot
Uh-huh.
and we remove a lot of like the problematic racial implications.
Hmm.
Uh, I think this movie's aged well, kind
Okay.
of
Okay.
aesthetically,
Okay.
from an aesthetic standpoint.
Hey, a win's a win.
A win is a win. Take it, dear. I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, for me, as I said, it came out in 1995. Now, about 4 or 5 years old at the time. Once again, did not watch in those theaters, but for whatever reason, I definitely 100% remember. And I don't know what age I was. I want to say, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're counting.
yeah, we are. Jesus
I
Christ.
remember watching this movie a lot. I
I
remember we had the VHS. And I'm pretty sure it's like I'm pretty sure it had like a key, like the key in the movie. They made that like replica key and it was like a VHS special like tie-in, like you could have it, right? And I'm like 99.99% sure that we also had that. I had that. I don't know what it
Mm-hmm.
was or why I watched this movie so much because it was like we're getting nostalgic as we do here on Show Dependent, and I was like, oh yeah, this movie. What if we talked about this? And it was like rewatching it, I was recovering memories of what was going on. I remembered some plot points. I remembered what happened. But then I also had like false memories of things that I thought happened in this movie that didn't.
Hmm.
Which, if I remember, I'll talk about. But it's just like, I don't know what was going on. I think it just goes back to what we were saying in the last episode about us just owning like random VHSs. I
Yeah.
kind of feel like maybe Mis Padres
Yeah.
just like bought this and I was like, it's around. I'll watch it a ton. Because as I'm apt to do, I rewatch things a lot. I did it as a kid. I still do it as an adult. And I think it maybe was just like, it's around. It's kind of cool, I guess. I've got the key, so that's fun. And I just remember I've seen this movie a lot. It's a very unique, I think, very
Mm-hmm.
unique premise at the time. It's still somewhat unique, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like toys. People always
I pulled
imagine
up
if they're real.
I pulled
What's
up the
up?
image of the Indian in the cupboard. I'm pretty sure this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, the key.
Yeah, it's got the key and the figurine. And the
Oh.
VHS looks like the cupboard.
Ooh, yeah, that's the one. No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay, so
wild.
I wasn't hallucinating then.
You were just playing with a Native American toy and a key
Hey, hey, hey,
at the
hey,
age of
hey, hey, hey.
5.
Yeah, you know,
Hey, it was socially acceptable.
socially acceptable at the time. Maybe it led to some trauma later in life. But
Maybe.
we'll get to that when the time is right. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I remember liking this as a kid, watching it all the time. Vaguely scared me at some parts because I was a little baby boy. But we'll talk
Yeah,
about that
accurate.
once it comes along. Shall we
Mm-hmm.
get to know this a little bit more intimately?
Oh, God, I guess
Break
so.
it down.
Here we go. Getting to know each other. Wow.
It's a giraffe.
A little bear,
Little bear. Jesus Christ.
amigo. Pretty fun. So
Fucking Boone.
I kind of want to start this off by comparing it to something else
Oh, okay.
because as a kid, as I said, I can't remember. I've been trying to remember why because I remember liking this, obviously, as I said, but I also definitely remember there were parts of this that made me like feel uneasy and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really enjoy, yet I watched it a lot.
Yeah, it sounds
I want to say part of it
odd.
is the violence that happens later. Like I didn't
Yeah, it's
like,
pretty intense. I don't know why they were allowed to show that stuff in a PG film.
and they also like there's a death. There's
Yeah.
a death. Now we'll jump all around here. As we said, the premise, magic key turns toys into a real life, or does it? But
Why do you keep saying or does it?
because we'll talk about it, because it's a bit strange the way they explain it.
I
Unless you want to
guess.
talk about it now.
I don't know.
We'll talk about it in a second. All
Okay.
I'm saying is, when kids they put a toy in, they turn the key, the toy comes to life. At one point, an old, I believe they said he wasn't
Was he
Iroquois.
No, he wasn't Iroquois. I can't remember what
He
tribe he
wasn't
was from.
Apache.
He was older.
Mohawk. He was Mohawk. An
Yeah, yeah,
elderly
yeah.
Mohawk toy is brought to life, instantly has a heart attack, and dies, which is like, damn. So I think young Eddie being afraid of everything, not really understanding things or being exposed to stuff, I was just like, oh no, what is that? What is death? That's scary. That's not good. Also later,
Oh my God. This
Little
movie.
Bear, because the cowboy is brought to life. Little Bear
No,
has a fucking just flashbacks
Just the extreme PTSD.
of genocide and all that. And he shoots this cowboy. And I was like, damn, that's kind of scary.
He has it
Not a fan of
coming.
that. He does have it coming a little bit. But I just
Yeah.
think, I don't know. So it got me thinking, as an adult, we saw another thing. It's on Shudder.
Hmm.
It's in the show Creep Show, which is a bunch of little horror stories. And one of them
Yeah.
is called The House of the Head, which is
Oh.
super fun premise. Again, kind of like this, where a little girl, she has a dollhouse that seemingly the dolls in it like come to life.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason they react to things, and a head randomly appears and starts to like terrorize the dollhouse. It's really effectively done. It's
Yeah.
like legitimately creepy. And I feel like
Yes.
it kind of is similar to me, to the Indian in the cupboard, where it's kind of scary to suddenly be like the toys are alive
Yes.
in
That
like the
is,
exact opposite of like the Toy Story way, right?
yeah, in
Because
the
Toy
worst
Story is
way
like that's
possible.
cool. Yeah.
This is just like pure hellscape.
Yeah, and it's weird because like in Toy Story, they're toys and yeah, they come to life, but they're like still toys.
Yeah.
It's super weird to be like this toy is now like flesh and real
Yeah. And
and can
has a
be killed.
backstory.
Yeah, and can like affect things and all this stuff. I don't know. So it's kind of watching it again for this time of the podcast. I was just kind of like, huh, I can see the horror elements. Like this could have very easily turned a different way had he animated the wrong toy, which
Are
he
you like,
does.
are you afraid of dolls? Are we
Ow.
starting to uncover like a fear you have?
Am I afraid of dolls? I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I mean I would
Because the
play
way
with
we're
toys all
talking
the
about it
time.
reminds me a lot of like mannequins
No, maybe
and
just
kind of
whatever.
like
There's
that
Five Nights at Freddy's.
uncanny kind of weirdness
I mean,
of it.
dolls are vaguely weird.
Yeah, especially when we are like,
You know, dolls in a different. It depends on the context of the situation.
yeah,
You encounter a doll when you're cleaning your like grandma's attic, and it's a little late at night, and you didn't know it's there, and all of a sudden there's this little lifelike, little frozen in time glass doll face. You're like, huh,
no thanks.
I don't know about that.
Mm-mm.
But if you just see, in the supermarket, you're just, whatever.
Yeah, context matters, I think.
I mean, it does in a lot of ways, and I don't know. We'll break it down. We'll get to it. Let's get a little bit more of the plot, I think,
Mm-hmm.
just because some there's some things in this movie that are just strange. The book was written in 1980.
Okay.
Okay, it's also UK. It's British, so
Oh,
maybe that explains some of the names here because our main character's name is Omri.
can we just talk about how ugly he is real quick? It's like the
No,
thing I could only fixate on.
it's something.
I could not enjoy the film. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird and cool, and
But
like
this
I know
kid
what they're
ugly
going,
as
but
fuck.
he's so fucking ugly. Anytime they held the camera on his face, I was like, God damn it.
It
His
doesn't help
eyes are
that
so far apart. He is a mouth breather. His teeth are fucked. He's just like the ugliest white boy.
he very often, for whatever reason, when they do a close up, his mouth is like agape, and he's just got a kind of like
No,
look
nothing
about him.
going on behind those
Yeah,
eyes
it's just
at all. Just scary. He's honestly scarier than the cupboard.
it was a bit distracting.
I can't focus.
I'm
Oh
sorry to
my
this
God.
man. I'm sure he
I
could
hope
be
you had a
could be a
glow up,
lovely
sir.
man. Could be lovely, but
Jesus.
oh, I'm gonna name him too. His name is Hal Scardino.
Oh my
This
God.
kid looks weird. He looked goofy. I didn't understand why his name was Omri. Like, where you get this name from? I don't
Yeah,
really
I have no
understand.
idea.
And this kid definitely deserves a little bit of bullying. He
A lot
deserves
bit.
it. He needs it. It's gonna shape him. It's gonna give him resiliency.
He's
It's gonna
also
give
an
him.
animal abuser, so I'm down with bullying this kid.
He did do that a bit. There was just a
Yeah,
quick little
not
hit,
cool, never cool.
which I don't understand. Like at that point, because he's obviously afraid. He's got the Indian in the cupboard, who's a real man now, and he's like hiding it. Don't really know how no one figured this out. But I mean, I guess if the Indian is alive, it can actively hide, which it does. I don't
Yeah.
like the fact that I'm referring to it, but it's kind of weird. It's a weird,
Well,
like,
it's hard because it is an object, but also
it's
a
a toy,
person.
but also a person. I don't know. I just don't really understand how all this worked out, but it did.
Ugh.
So where does Omri get this cabinet, anyways?
Oh my God. It's like the most bullshit, convoluted, weird, random, made up bullshit. His
Convoluted? I don't know.
brother,
I think it's very basic.
no, the way that he accesses the key is convoluted. It's just random. I
Well,
don't
that's
know.
not convoluted either.
It's
I would
stupid, I
argue.
guess is the word.
I guess. I would argue it's very simple, which I kind of like, but it's also like, damn. Here's what happens. His brother, who also has a ridiculous name, finds a cabinet, cleans it up, and gives it to him. Where did he find it? Who did he get it from? What part of town? Anything? No detail is given.
No,
He just
we don't get
finds it.
anything. Yeah.
And then he just goes to his mom and says, "Hey, do you have a key for this?" She's like, "Oh, maybe." About third key they try works.
Oh,
She just
my
happens
God.
to have the magic key that will fit this magic cupboard. And that's it. We do not, there's no explanation. There's nothing else. No, like, oh, it belonged to like this witch, or oh, this, whatever, we'll put a person of color as the sort of, ooh,
The
magical,
spooky, yeah.
what's that trope? The magical black person. It's just like,
They say Negro, but yes.
oh my God, you're
That's
right.
what it's called. That's the
Hey,
trope.
whoa.
I'm not being racist. That is what the trope is
First the
called.
Indian in the cupboard, not the Native American. Now you're
Oh
saying
my
this
God.
word. Insane.
Why do you think I'm not talking for this episode? I'm not trying to give myself a bigger shovel to dig with, okay?
It's definitely something. But yeah, they just happen to have a key.
Just
Happen
magic.
to have a key. It happens to be magic. And it's just kind of what happens.
Why?
I don't know.
And seemingly this cupboard only works on plastic.
Plastic. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He only puts toys in it. We're
But
never
like they
seeing him
didn't
put in
try a
anything
wooden
else.
toy. Like what would have
I mean, I
happened if he would
guess
have
not.
been like a wooden car in there?
I don't know. I mean, theoretically would have been real. But this is where this is like the main crutch of this, because most of the story is just like, yeah, he's like got this
A
little
little person.
whose
Just a
name is Little
tiny,
Bear.
which is very cute. I will
Yes,
not
he's an
lie.
Iroquois Indian, and it's just kind of about him just sort of having this guy around and like kind of talking to, they
Like
talk and
taking
like,
care of him, kind of like a pet. I don't know.
yeah,
It's weird.
but I kind of like don't really understand what the message is really
I don't think there is a moral.
at the end, because it just sort of feels like he just learns about the Iroquois.
Which he could have just done
Yeah,
with a book.
right, which he does, but is motivated by the fact that he has Little Bear.
Which I guess, like,
But I just don't really, I don't know
know.
what I'm supposed to get out of it in the end. I guess he just gets like an understanding that he shouldn't like meddle in people's lives, but like it's not like he set out to do it, because there's a magic cupboard.
Oh my God, not like Patrick, that
'Cause-
motherfucker.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, we talk about it now.
Yeah.
Then we talk about this whole existential crisis that comes out of it.
Oh
But
my
like,
God.
he's got a friend named Patrick.
I hate him so much.
He fucking sucks.
He is the worst character in this movie, and that is including a racist cowboy.
Hey,
Somehow Patrick
he learns.
surpasses
All right.
how stupid. Oh my God. He is so unlikable.
Unreasonable.
Just like the worst kid you can imagine.
And I don't understand. Like,
The worst friend you can imagine.
Omri kicks his brothers out, which you love one of his brother's hair.
Oh my God, the fuck ass Bob. Oh my God, this guy. I don't know what his name is. It's something dumb.
It's another ridiculous name. It's like they call him Millie, I think,
Oh my
which
God.
I think is short for like Milan.
I think that their names may
Mion?
be maybe from the Bible, because I'm pretty sure Omri is a biblical name.
For real.
Yeah, but anyway. The fuck ass Bob. Every time when his brother is in the scene, all I can look at is his hair and how fucking distracting it is. Because it is essentially just it is a bob.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just the flattest, blondest, stupidest looking thing on this kid's face. And I was like, why? Why did parents allow their children to do this? So ugly.
It was in style at the time.
No, it wasn't. I don't think a bob like that has ever
Uh-huh.
been in style.
Right. But Omri immediately kicks out his brothers because they're like, wow, who made this fucking like longhouse? Because Little Bear somehow manages to make a whole house in like 2 hours. It kicks them out, but then immediately is like, hey, friend, you want to be in on this gigantic secret I have, this ridiculous premise that's going on? Patrick's like, hell yeah, what if we just tell everyone? Wouldn't that be cool? It's like, dude,
No.
what are you talking about? And then he proceeds to like, for the next 30 minutes, just be a dick. And like pressure him because he's like, oh, you out of this magic now have Little Bear, who's seemingly like a real person. Why don't you make me a cowboy? It's like, dude, what are you talking about? You know how ridiculous you sound? Granted, they're kids, but it's like all of a sudden you want to play God? You want to do all this? You want to mess around? Also,
So weird.
you know, Cowboys, Indians, they don't really get along. He actively knows this.
Yeah.
He brings this up like within minutes of them bringing this cowboy to life.
Also, bad influence.
Terrible influence. He's like, oh, he's like pressuring him.
He's like a
oh,
drunk.
Oh, the cowboy?
The cowboy. Well, yeah.
whatever.
Also Patrick. But like, yeah.
I mean, is he really though? What does he really do?
I don't know. He swears and he
He
smokes.
just hangs out. Yeah, but he's got tiny little cigarettes. What's that gonna do?
That's kind of cute.
Ain't gonna do
To be
anything
honest,
the
if
air.
I could smoke a cigarette that small, I would.
Take a little puff.
Like the size of a grain of rice.
Get some tweezers.
Oh god. And
Big
that's gone. Yep.
Mm-hmm. You just inhale it. But yeah, and then he like pressures him to make it. He says like, "Oh, bring it to school." At school, he's just being a dick, and it's like, "Oh,
What a horrible idea.
Yeah, he's just like trying to show
Why would
everyone, and he's like bragging and doing this and that, and it almost gets in trouble. And like when Omri's like, "Hey, don't do it, don't do it," he's like, I'll do it, I'll show him, I'll do it." It's like, this guy's your friend.
How is he your friend? Nothing about. I mean,
shit.
I guess it kind of like alludes to those relationships that you have by force.
They're just
Because
around.
your parents, well, yeah, their parents are friends, right?
Yeah, apparently.
So it's a family friend. So they're like kind of forced by proximity to be friends.
Could be.
Fuck Patrick, man. What a fucking narc ass dummy. Oh my god.
I don't know. And it does a super dumb thing later, but right now we can get into the crutch of this whole thing is that the toy he brings to life has like a name and has like a backstory
Yeah.
and is able to like remember things and all that stuff. And it's just kind of like,
Huh?
what's going on here?
Why?
Like, is
How?
the toy alive and it just like suddenly inherits these traits? Or is there something else going on?
Yeah, like did these people like previously exist
Mm-hmm.
and were like cursed or something to like
Yeah, it's
be
like,
plastic and
is there a fucking
inanimate?
necromancer,
Oh
that
my
pulled their
God.
soul, put it into like a toy and launched it out into the world? Do all toys have souls? Do they all have this remembrance? Because he brings to life like a Darth Vader, like a
T-Rex.
dinosaur, RoboCop, and it's like, what do they know? Do they know just from the movies? Are they inherently? Is there a real Darth Vader somewhere?
I hope.
I mean, it said a long, long time ago. Maybe he
Mhm.
pulls it from them,
Maybe.
but it just like doesn't. I don't know. It brings up so many weird points.
So many weird questions.
And what a weird existence for Little Bear.
Poor little bear.
Because seemingly, and they get to it in the end, and this is sort of like, they just like mention it, and they
Mhm.
sort of start to like figure out, but they start to essentially think that these people really do exist, and they're like pulling their soul forward in time to be
Mhm.
like this toy.
Yeah.
And it does, and it's like, what? what do you mean? Because like Little Bear's talking about like, oh, the last thing he remembers is walking with his nephew and like all these things, and it's like what, 1791 or something like that?
I wrote it down. 1761.
Ah, had to turn that nine upside down.
There you go. Dyslexic brains,
But I don't know. That's just wild. It's just crazy that they would like bring in this like existential like, and it's like so and
How did you watch this as a child and not
it's
just freak out?
well, because maybe that's part of why I was freaking out.
Maybe.
But it's like, what a weird like high. I feel like that's high science
Yeah.
fiction.
Also,
Like
just like moral philosophy, like
well, yeah,
that's a lot to
because
contemplate.
and it's like, what's going on with Little Bear's body back there? Because he says to he brings like a medic a couple times, which the
Yeah.
medic's super cool.
From like
'cause
what,
it's just
World
sort
War
of like,
One?
yeah, something like that, one or two.
Yeah.
And he's just out there having a grand old time, and he's like, "Oh, am I dreaming?" He says, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, well, good because life sucks." And he just sort of like takes it upon himself as like, "Oh, these are wild dreams, but whatever, it's a
I'll do
thing."
the right thing.
Yeah, but seemingly IRL, this is an actual thing that's happening.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't understand why you would pull such a wild concept into this.
I have no idea.
Instead of them just like being like, "Oh, I'm a toy, but I'm alive," and like, "Oh, this is cool."
Like,
It's suddenly like you are playing with actual people's lives.
yeah. It'd be like if Buzz Lightyear was actually like
Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin or Neil
Yeah,
Armstrong.
right.
We're just fucking with his life all of a sudden.
Mhm. Yeah, and like what's happening to his body? Like what's happening? Is he like, because dreams,
Did he
I guess, can
vanish?
last a long time, and then it's like, oh, it's all a dream. Yeah, but like, did he vanish? How long has he been gone? Because Little Bear's there for a real long time,
Yeah.
hanging out, sort of chilling, getting to know Omri.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just
I'm
weird.
left with far more questions than answers after
Mhm.
watching this film.
Hmm.
Why?
And like, what? I don't know. And like, what happens if you die there then? Because like that Mohawk died.
Yep.
Does he get to go back and like instantly? Did he just die in his sleep? Did they just snuff out his life
I think
because
so.
he got pulled into this kid's game?
I don't know.
It's very weird. Do all souls get trapped in toys at some point?
God, I hope
Is it
not.
like a
Please don't.
talisman?
I
Somewhere
hope
in the
not.
future, there's a little toy Kayla.
No, don't play with me, please. Just lose me in the bottom of a drawer somewhere. And then
Oh no.
just
Just
throw me
hanging
in the
out?
trash. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh.
I'd
Why?
rather be non-existing, I think,
You
than
think
have
so?
to be pulled through space and time to face the consequences of some ugly ass child.
I gotta look at this fucking face the whole time.
This is hell.
Close your mouth.
Ugh, mouth breathing fuck. Oh my god.
It's
This is
weird.
such a weird mood.
Uh-huh.
Also, Omri is like not a very good person.
Yeah, I don't know. As I said, I don't really understand what's going on.
I don't know either. Because like I feel like this is a pretty common thing though in we've recently been talking about like 1990s media and how like a lot of films and like themes from this time were pretty traumatic.
Hmm.
Like they were pretty heavy.
Hmm.
But to have your protagonist like so I don't know, he's so flawed and
Sure.
in my opinion unlikable.
Uh-huh.
Like have a fucking backbone, Omri. Tell
Uh-huh.
Patrick no.
Oh yeah, it's just been fuck you. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna tell his mom, oh, he's got a magic code? The mom's gonna be like, shut the hell up.
Why the hell are you such a little bitch?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just tell him no?
And or, here's another idea. Say, oh yeah, immediately turn the cowboy back and be like, here's your fucking toy. I ain't doing this shit.
Yeah,
By the way,
exactly.
we're not friends anymore. You think you're gonna pull this game with me? This
Yeah,
is my
plus
cover.
if
This is
you like
my
go
key.
around telling people that I have like an
Magic
Indian,
cover, yeah.
it just like you're gonna sound crazy.
You end up in an insane asylum.
Omri should have
Huh?
gaslit his ass.
He should have. Should have
Yeah.
done it real hard.
Uh-huh.
When Patrick comes up and like tell him, it's like, I don't know what is this guy. I don't know
He's
what he's talking about,
loony.
man. To be honest with you,
Loony.
I have no idea. Someone got to do that fucking motion. The fucking
I'm curling my hair and brushing my teeth.
this guy. What a funny motion. You
Yeah, I
point
did
to
that a
your head
lot
and
in
do a little
elementary.
spin, and then fucking hey,
He's a
well, wait over here, huh?
loony.
Fucking loony bin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could have just like you said, have a
Could have
little
just not.
backbone. Just don't, dude. Life is going good.
Also,
Maybe
like,
Patrick's not the friend you need.
no. Like, Little Bear has done nothing but, like, low-key be nice to you.
A little bit hanging.
Yeah, you just
Until he sees
chilling.
that mohawk died, then he gets pretty pissed. But
Well,
it makes
yeah.
sense because it's like, what the fuck?
Do you not understand? Nobody understands the implications of that.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have a plastic slash flesh corpse to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's small, but it's still very morally gray.
I mean, we saw this man actively die.
That was horrible.
It was
You
pretty
were
wild.
very surprised by that.
I was like, oh, damn. Because I forgot it happened.
I didn't know any of this was going to happen. So I was just along for the ride.
Yeah. But along with the whole Patrick fucking the antagonist in this, I feel like Patrick is the antagonist.
Oh,
There's not really an
100%.
antagonist, so if it's anyone, it's got to be Patrick.
Yeah, some people would argue the cowboy Boone, but
I guess, but they become buds real quick.
they do.
Like, I don't know, he's not an antagonist. This
Yeah.
movie's weird. This book is weird, apparently, because there's not really, like, hard plot.
No, it's just things happen, the end.
Yeah, it's more like a slice of life with a little fantastical element.
Yeah.
But they make the cowboy. Lo and behold, he's called Boo-Hoo Boone.
Aww.
Why is it called Boo-Hoo?
Because he cries just like Eddie.
Because he's an emotional king. Ahead of his time, if only he wasn't racist.
If only.
Hey, and he learns not to be. At least a little bit. It's
bit.
weird because you would think that he wouldn't. Anyways. At first, they're at odds. They fucking shoot at each other. Whatever, they miss. Get
I
put
really
in timeout.
I do have to say, I really like when Little Bear fires his arrow into the bottom of the shoe.
Yeah.
And the shoe lights up. I'm like, that was a nice touch. I
That's
enjoyed
good
that.
stuff. And I guess here we can talk about the effects, the CGI.
They are pretty damn good.
Not too bad.
The
You can
only
tell.
thing that's like slightly off is like the shadows at certain points. But
sure.
other than that, pretty
You can
good.
tell. You can tell. It's not like it looks 100% realistic.
No.
But it's done well.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to interact with the space well. But I don't know. Soon after that, because Omri's like, oh, I gotta listen to Patrick. Maybe
Why?
because Omri's a fucking loser and he's got one friend and he's like, I can't lose this one friend.
Oh,
Even though they got the super weird JFK kid who just
Oh
just
my
like,
God, that child needs to have some intervention.
And that's a weird plot point. That's where I just don't really understand what I'm supposed to get. It's like a running thing that he's like sharing the stories of Little Bear, but like everyone obviously is like, oh, he's making this stuff up. He's a pretty good imagination on this kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just sort of like wraps up in the end of like, oh, but he has to go back because he's got his life and all that stuff. And the teacher's like, huh, wow, imaginative. Anyways, let's hear about JFK again. Well, this kid is just writing the life story. He's gonna grow up.
Yeah, why is he writing a documentary?
He's gonna do the biography of JFK by this kid.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh my gosh.
But anyways, maybe that's why. Because Patrick's is his one friend. We also see Omri get fucking bullied and robbed. Which was
Yeah, where do they live? Is it New York?
I think. I mean, it's a British book, but they're seemingly in New York.
I have no idea.
It's called a low fantasy.
Oh, well. Makes sense. Yeah, but he
the
just
fucking
gets...
book. He's 9 years old.
Fucker.
He gets fucking robbed for like 25 cents. But I thought it
Yeah.
was fucking hilarious because he legitimately gets like robbed on the street by a bully. And then his friend and his mom roll up as if they didn't just see this happen. They're like, hey, what's wrong? It's like, you showed up a second after.
Yeah.
You know exactly what happened. Saw this kid get his ass beat, and the mom was probably like, it's good for him. There's a little something.
You think Patrick is the one that needs to get his ass beat.
And Patrick was like, damn, I wish it was me kicking his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hate Omri. I'm gonna bully him. Do you ever be bullied by your friends? Because that's what's happening to Omri
I'm
right
a
here.
female, so yes. That's all female friendships are below a certain age is
One of
psychological
them's a bully.
warfare.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
What was that
that's
like for you?
Oh, very sad.
Oh,
I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but in middle school, the infighting with a group of girls I was friends with got to the point where we all had to get pulled into the principal's office
fantastic.
and just like narc on each other essentially.
That's good friendship.
Uh-huh. And then we never talked to each other again, really.
Oh, that was the end, huh? So maybe we
well,
should go our separate
we
ways.
never hung out with one girl in particular.
Oh,
ever
the
again.
bully, the Patrick?
Yeah, she was the one that was like gaslighting us.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, it was the whole thing.
Like what?
Well, she was like basically trying to convince us that we hadn't invited her to a party.
Mm,
And then she like claimed that we were bullying her,
classic.
even though that was
Classic
like not the case
victimization.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had invited her, but then she was like acting like she was too good for it.
Damn.
And it was
Real
like
Patrick
cool.
vibes.
Yeah, truly. And then I got pulled into the principal's office for only the second time in my life, and I was
Damn.
very, very scared.
You're shaking in your boots.
And I cried. And
There you
that was
go.
it.
I wouldn't
I
expect
didn't even do
less.
anything. I was barely a part of it, but I was
I
pulled
was
in as a
barely there,
witness.
Your Honor.
It's true.
You don't need that. First of all, I'm a principal. Permission to speak.
I am a principal.
May I approach the bench?
It is a desk. Yes.
Your Honor, bring them in and I will point to them. I will narc. I ain't doing any time.
You didn't even ask why I was in the principal's office for the first time.
Why were you there for the first time?
Well, I wasn't in trouble if that's what you were thinking.
Oh,
I'm a
plot
good
twist.
person.
Plot twist.
I'm a good person.
Bad girl Kayla. Rub that
Sometimes.
image from your memory.
One time a friend, he brought
boy.
handcuffs to school.
And Kayla said, Nana,
No,
I ain't having this.
no.
Your Honor.
I was like, oh, cool. And then he handcuffed me. And then we lost the key. So
I'm dying.
he was able to break one side of the handcuffs to get
Fantastic.
me off. Because not only did he handcuff me, he handcuffed me to a pole.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I
So I was
pictured.
just there.
That's what I thought.
And then I had to get taken to the principal's office, and the principal had to break the handcuffs off of me because he was the only man in the school,
Oh, Jesus.
and the rest of the
That's a
teachers
man's
were like
job.
not confident that they could handle it. So
Really?
he just broke them off of me, and he was like, "Let's never do this again, okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, good
No
idea."
deal. No deal.
And then I'm pretty
Handcuffs
sure it was
tomorrow.
revealed to me that the friend who brought handcuffs, he had the other key like
He
the
got
whole
your
time.
ass. God, that's fucking hilarious. Just picturing you just like on the bike rack. Help.
Help.
Help me.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
Help.
lock me up, whatever. This will be fun.
I thought we were doing it for a bit, but
I mean, it was a bit. He
For
just
him,
abandoned
not
you.
for me.
Yeah.
for me it was
That's
like,
fucking
oh
hilarious. God, kids are stupid.
god. You're
We just
telling
do
me.
things. We just do stuff.
Yep. Did you ever do any like dumb hijinks like that in elementary school?
No.
Never like lit a firecracker in a bathroom or anything
Oh,
like
God,
that?
no. I was a good boy.
That's right.
I
That's
was a
why we're
good boy.
together.
I was afraid
Two
of my
good
mother.
people.
I was afraid of being in trouble. I was afraid of my mother.
I was afraid
You
of
know?
God. I was afraid of every
I
man.
didn't want every man.
Every
Even
man.
the principal, even though he helped you.
No, he was very sweet. I really liked him. He was a really
Mhm.
good principal.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can't think of anything dumb that I did.
You never got into any shenanigans?
No.
Never with a
afraid.
group of friends who were graffitiing something?
No.
You weren't the shriveling coward in the corner saying,
No,
guys,
because I just wouldn't have
guys,
been
we
there.
should stop.
Come on, guys. Hey, guys, this is against the law.
Oh my God, like last night. when we were watching wrestling and our friend was like, wait, isn't that against the rules?
Oh yeah. Wait, but they're cheating.
But
They
that's
can't
not
do that.
fair. It's wrestling.
That's fucking hilarious. I forgot about that. Yeah. It's like that fucking meme that people do all the time when we don't need to get into it, but the meme is like it's a Club Penguin thing.
I love Club Penguin.
And on one side the person's like, "Help, 911, someone's murdering me. I need help." And then the person on the other line is like, "They're murdering you? They can't do that. That's against the law." So that thing, you know? So that's fucking hilarious.
with the handcuffs, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I could just picture it perfectly
Help.
in my head.
Help.
Just you being like, all
Help.
right. And then just being
Okay.
stuck. Adorable.
I think we were playing cops and robbers.
Oh boy. Well, better than Cowboys and Indians. Speaking
Damn
of Cowboys
straight.
and Indians, Patrick gets his way. Omri gets bullied into bringing real life cowboy in. They're in
Via
a
fanny
pouch.
pack.
They're walking way too slow. Like you can just walk normal.
They look like they shit themselves.
And it's wild that no one in this film, no adult is ever like, there's a serious problem here. They're just like, oh, you kids. Maybe back in the 80s you had that leeway. And people were just like, hey, fucking kids, they're weird as hell. We don't need to investigate. That's probably right. Because they just didn't care.
No.
didn't want to investigate
They
further.
didn't want to deal with them. Kids were invisible.
No, yeah. But Patrick obviously bragging to everyone.
This fucker.
Teacher almost gets it revealed, but Omri figures it out. Tells them to essentially act like toys. They do it. It's all good. But after that, Patrick comes and hangs out, staying the night. They're watching some naughty videos. Not the porno.
No, just
Not the
raunchy music videos.
Yeah. And for some reason, because Patrick is an idiot.
Yeah.
He turns the TV to a scene from like a movie, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Where a bunch of Apache Indians are just actively being, I'm going to use the word genocided.
There you go.
Mass murdered by a bunch of cowboys. And,
you know who's in the room?
Yeah. Patrick,
Little Bear.
In case you weren't, paying attention, I'm sure you weren't because you don't actively care about your friend. Omri has a little Iroquois man who clearly has memories of these things happening. In case you didn't get the fiction there, Patrick, these people are pulled from the past into modern day. He puts this on. For some reason, Boone starts getting super excited. And I'm like, I thought you learned.
Yeah, I thought we were past the racism.
He's over there doing a couple ha-has with Little Bear.
Yeah, and shooting his gun in the air.
They're bonding, having a great time, and then all of a sudden they see some Apaches. Maybe because he's like, Apaches and Iroquois, they're not the same. Kind of based, but also not.
Yeah, Boone. Boone almost woke.
He was like, damn, thank you for acknowledging the differences in the tribes and all that, and not equating them as one. But also, not great, my guy. You shouldn't be happy about them dying. Because Little Bear, certainly not. He's hanging out. All of a sudden, he's pulled into hell.
Yep.
Sees
Not
all
to
this
mention,
going
the
on.
atrocities he's seeing are like life size for him.
Oh, yeah, they're giants.
It's like a 1-to-1 ratio of like, oh my God, this shit is actively happening to me right now.
PTSD.
Yeah.
This man is fucking... got the arrow out. Like, who do I shoot?
Imagine being in a 4D theater and being surrounded by things that are like your worst memories possible.
Right. You take your grandpa who's a Vietnam vet. You take him to a real life recreation of the Vietnam War and just see how he does, Throw him out there, couple traps, bombs going off, gunfire, all these things. And we'll see how it goes. Because Little Bear, firm PTSD, he's back in it. He's taking aim. He's going to shoot someone. Boone fires one off. A Little Bear with the quickness just fucking turns, bop, right in the chest.
Bow and arrow down.
Little Bear. Amigo.
It's so sad.
Yeah. And I feel like at this point I was like, Young Eddie was like, "Oh, violence!
Oh
Oh, he got shot. He shot his
no.
friend. He
Flash
didn't
forward
mean
like
to."
5 years in the future, you're just actively killing things in video games every day of your life.
It's called maturing.
Violence
All right.
is maturing, huh?
I know it's not real. What am I, a monkey in a research lab
Maybe.
examining whether play is for real or not? Because newsflash, even monkeys know what is real
Mm,
violence and what isn't. Nice try. Rest in piss. What's his name?
I don't know.
Ah, yes, Lieberman.
Hmm.
Rest in piss, Joe Lieberman, you fucking idiot. Oh, video games make people violent. Suck me. What an idiot. But at least we got the
Yeah,
ESRB out of it. You know, we got the
that's
rating
true.
system. It's
We
not the
do like
wild,
the
wild
rating
west.
system.
I mean, yeah, it's good. Guess whose fault it is if kids get a violent video game? The parents,
Mm-hmm.
who, much like in this movie, don't actually care about their children.
Do you would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
think
yeah. Give them the video game, whatever.
yeah, I feel like the argument can be made that it's a lot easier to get mature content now.
Oh, I
Because
mean,
now
yeah,
everything's just
it's
download.
going to fucking internet. I can
Yeah, now you can
download an
download a
Indian
video game.
nowadays.
Oh wow.
You
You did
you wouldn't
what?
download an Indian.
I would download a car.
You wouldn't put the Indian in the cupboard.
I would not. I
Or you
wouldn't.
wouldn't cupboard an Indian.
No. I
No.
also would not have a toy of a native person.
Because that would be
That's weird.
disrespectful.
That's strange. I know that that is not far removed from our generation, like
Yeah.
of people playing with that kind of stuff, but like
Yeah. I mean, I guess you don't really see that too much nowadays.
I mean, no, but
Don't really
God,
have
every
toys
once in a while
of
my
people.
grandfather will just pop off with a
Hey,
with
he was
a
born in a different time.
said fucking Chinaman the other day, and I was like,
Hey,
what?
whoa. I know. Just like
Huh?
John Mulaney says, a lazy racist term. It's
Mm-hmm.
just two words put together. It's not even
Yep.
inventive.
No, it's not creative.
Yeah. God. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Boone got shot.
Poor Boone.
And it's like that's why I don't
He
really
should have
understand.
died.
He probably should have, but I just don't get like what it does other than inject like a very slight like it will he die, will he not?
Like a little bit of sympathy for
Because
him.
immediately after that, like Little Bear's like, I shot you, you're my friend, I'm sorry. And Boone's like, oh, it's all good, man. Like it's fine, it's my fault. But it's like, was this really necessary?
No.
And the only thing it does is just like add a little bit of like, oh, we don't have the key. How are we going to save his life? And then Little Bear goes and gets the key. There's a rat jump scare, which is pretty fun.
Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me.
Because Little Bear has to go like under the floorboards
Mm-hmm.
to get the magical key back. And I know I keep saying that. I think apparently it's like alluded to that the cabinet's not magic, it's the key that does it.
That's weird.
Yeah. So it's like, well, but doesn't the key need something to make it work? I don't know. Seemingly it would work with anything that the key fit into, which is very strange. But yeah, they bring the medic back. He's like, oh hell yeah, another fun dream. You get to patch up Cowboy this time. And then he dips, and then they're like, oh, I should probably not make another person pull another person back into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Because Little Bear has like been wanting a wife.
Selfish of him,
And
but it's fine.
and Omri is like, all right, I guess I'll give you one. But then when he's going to, Little Bear is actually like, nah, maybe I just go home.
Leave her alone.
Just,
You
yeah.
know, just the thing that should have happened from the start.
Right. And here's a little fun fact. In the book, because I did slight research right before
Oh,
this.
wow. You and Betty,
In the
huh?
book, Omri actually does give him the wife. And like she comes to life or whatever, is pulled into the future. And they hang out for a minute, and then they're all like, let's leave. And then the ending is like the same. So
Weird.
I guess I like that in the movie, Little Bear seems much more conscious and is like, let's not mess with people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, no, she has a life. She's someone. We can't just do this to her. I didn't want this done to me. And as they say their goodbyes, Little Bear is like, oh, Omri, you're like my nephew. Like, you're going to become a man and you're going to be all this. And like, we're bonded forever,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice of him. I guess I get that, even
Mm-hmm.
though, the movie I think could have done a much better job doing that.
Yeah.
And we get a bit of a sad, like, oh, you don't know what's coming. Because Little Bear, as he's leaving, he's like, will my tribe always be great? Like, will we always be great
Mm.
people and stuff? And Omri says that, like, yeah, you will always be great people. You'll be a great tribe. But then Little Bear sort of like asks him, like, is everything going to be all right for us? And Omri like alludes to the fact that shit's going to get real bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
He like doesn't really say it, but he says that like things are going to get bad, but you'll always be great people. And it's just like a bittersweet, like, oh,
Jesus.
Little Bear, America is gonna do some shit, guy. And this ain't good. And you just feel sort of like, I'm sorry.
I feel
And like
yucky.
this sucks. This is because he can't like he got pulled into the future,
Mm.
but he like can't go back. Like, what's he gonna do?
Nothing.
There's nothing he can do. So it's almost like he's doomed to, his tribe is doomed.
Mm.
We know what happens. We know
Yeah.
American history. We know the world history of what's happened with all this stuff. And it's just sort of like hope you die before that happens, Little Bear. So you don't have to
Oh
see
my
it go
God.
on. And then we get a picture of the two towers, which is a little ominous.
What the fuck?
Is it just like, oh yeah,
Took me a
those
minute to
used to be
process
there.
that.
Yeah.
What I was looking at, I was like, holy shit. There they are.
A second Indian has come out of the cupboard.
No.
And not in this version. And then yeah, Omri just sort of wraps it up. It's like, hey, he's going back. And everyone's like, all right. And then he just sort of like does this weird stare.
Oh my God, I fucking hate it.
This like little goofy, like, uh-huh. And they like zoom in on him. And then the movie ends.
So gross.
Just kind of sudden.
Yeah.
As an adult, it just sort of left me feeling like, huh,
I
they
feel
didn't do
weird.
much here.
No.
It was entertaining enough, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was just confused
I just think
by
they
the
could have done
end.
more.
Yeah.
Like and that was me as a kid. I just feel like they did more.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there first of all, I in my mind I remembered him getting the wife. So maybe I did read the book and I just like
Mm.
maybe because I thought that he did bring the wife to life and they like lived together for a little bit as what happens in the book. Boone, I remember him getting shot. Remember that maybe he died. But maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'm remembering him with the Mohawk Indian. And for some reason, I feel like there was a plot point when I was a kid where like someone, like his brothers took the cupboard, which they did in this, but then like he had to go like find it in an alley and had to like rescue it because someone was like gonna steal it or like take it or break it or
Weird.
something. I don't know. There's like a subplot where like he had to go find the cupboard and all this stuff. But it's just a weird film.
It's a really weird movie.
And I feel like it needs more substance.
Yeah.
Because what is the message?
I
What do you
don't think
think it
there
is?
is one.
You don't think there is one?
I don't really think. I don't know. It's just a weird story.
Don't use a magical cupboard that'll pull people from the
I
past
think
into the
that's a
future?
good lesson. Yeah.
This is
Do you
like, how
think
is he
this
supposed
movie
to
is a
know?
contributing factor to why you like Night at the Museum so much?
Contributing? I don't know. Maybe subconsciously.
Pretty similar.
That shit was fire. We're gonna do an episode.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do an epic 3-part episode.
Oh my God, that's
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
parts.
Maybe you're right. That is
Yeah.
somewhat similar because they have the memories of
Yep.
the person they are, but they know that they're not the person.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, if we had Indian in the cupboardization of Night at the Museum,
Yeah.
it would actually be Teddy
Yeah.
Roosevelt's soul trapped in Robin Williams' body,
Mm-hmm.
which would be fucking wild.
That would be really crazy.
And that's what this sort of like brought to me is like, if you die, do you get portaled into a toy just waiting for Omri to unlock you?
Ew.
That's not an existence I want.
I hate that. I
I don't
hate
want
that
to
a
see that
lot.
face. I
That's
want to see that
hell.
man mouth breathing on me.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. I don't know.
I don't know either, and I think I'm more confused now than I was when I watched it. So here we
Well,
are.
let's do TR and say how we feel about it, and we can lock
Yeah.
this away in the cupboard and throw away the key.
Thank God. Let's do it. Oh boy.
Hey, bae.
I'm good never watching this movie again.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I hate Patrick.
Yeah.
I will say, Little Bear's got that cake though, so good for
Little
him.
Bear.
Little Bear got a big butt.
He was good. He
He
did
looked
good
great.
acting.
He
He did
looked
good
great.
work. So did Boone.
Boone was fun. You know, some things just should stay in the past. Maybe that's the lesson.
Maybe.
I think this movie should also stay in the past.
Damn.
So I'm definitely not show dependent. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
Yeah, your turn, dear.
I mean, maybe this is just something that could be the rare case of where it could benefit from a reboot, a remake.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's more to be done. There's more of a lesson to be taught from this, I think. So I think that we're trying to sort of teach the lesson of like the plight of the Native American, of the Indians, and
Yeah,
like
through
what
the
they
lens
went
of a
through
white boy.
through the lens of Omri, um, having Little Bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't feel like it was essentially done that well because I don't really understand. Like, yeah, Little Bear comes to life, but what does it really do? It just teaches Omri like to have pity, to like
Empathy.
empathize. Like he could have learned that. He's 9. He's got
Yeah.
plenty of time to learn this. It's not like we're teaching it to like a 30-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe if it was like fucking would be a ridiculous comparison, but like American History X type,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, a super hard racist guy learns to empathize and not be racist through this little Indian toy.
But
Then
let's be
maybe it would
real,
be
like
something.
he's probably gonna murder that thing.
Yeah, it's just like I don't really know what.
I don't know how we could make it better.
I'm not really sure, but I'm sure someone out there could write something better than this. Give it more substance, give it more of a plot. Yeah, I just remember as a kid, I feel like more happened. And I think it
Nope.
was just for me as a kid, it was around the novelty of that CGI. It looked good. I thought there was a real tiny person in there. How'd they do that? This shit's wild.
It did look cool.
But as you said, like, I'm probably, this is not rewatching it. I was like, yeah, this is fine. But I'm probably good not really watching this again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in like 10, 20 years, we could pull it out again and be like, oh, wow. But who knows what is going to be happening by then. I'm not so dependent on it. A young Eddie probably would have been because I watched it
Mm-hmm.
so much. But nowadays, at 33,
Not no more.
no, it's just a vague memory that I can sort of pull out and be like, hey, have y'all seen this
remember that?
movie or read this book? That was
That was
weird, right?
wild.
And that's that.
Yep.
And now this is this.
Perfect.
Hey, thank y'all for listening. If you like
You're
what you
welcome.
heard, if it maybe blasted you into the past, maybe you with these last couple episodes, I'd love to hear if anyone else watched. How did you feel about these things?
Mm-hmm.
Fly Away Home, Indian in the Cover, stuff like that. If you like what you heard, please give us a follow, download, spread the word, leave a rating, review. That helps. I've been told. Tell all your little plastic toys that you're gonna bring their souls to life.
No,
But they can find the
don't
Show-Dependent podcast
don't do it.
on
Please
Apple
don't do it.
Podcasts, Spotify, Google, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can follow the podcast itself, Instagram, TikTok, at Show Dependent Pod. That is at SHO Dependent Pod. Myself, it's at Victor B. Sweet, at Twitch, on TikTok. We got Pokemon, we got wrestling on the Twitch. It's coming back, baby.
Woohoo.
And Gorgeous,
Yeah.
where can you be found?
You could find me on TikTok at DJ Vivitch. And if you want to follow my esthetician page, you can follow me on Celebrate Skin on Instagram. That's CELL, Abrate Skin on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
I'm not in a cupboard.
No,
I'm not hiding anywhere.
you're
No.
cowering away,
I would never want this to happen to me.
locked by handcuff in the cupboard,
No.
just hanging out.
No thanks. I'm good.
Well, now that we've concluded this weird little episode on Indian in
It's
the
a
Cupboard,
very strange episode.
what are we gonna do next time on the Sho-Dependent podcast?
Well, I just heard
Oh Lord.
the news today. We're gonna
Yeah?
talk about Creed, baby.
And that is the band Creed.
Yeah, not the fantastic movie.
No, that's for another time.
Yeah, that one, that shit smacks. But so does this band.
You know, with the revisionist history that's coming along a lot these days, where people are acting like, oh, you know, this thing in the past that everyone said was bad, it's actually good. Well, we're also getting that effect with a couple bands, Nickelback, Creed, where people are saying, oh, remember how everyone used to think they suck? They're good now. It's time for us to talk about Creed and really get into the fact that they've always been this way. Everyone else is just pulling the wool out of their ears.
Ah, very good. Well, I'm wide open.
Good Scott Stapp. What a name.
Stapped up.
You sure was right, little bear. God sure did play with man a lot. There is no God here.
Jesus Christ.